Hello everybody and welcome back to Old School Gamer here. We are back again in another video today. And so I'm actually just going to start this video off by saying that I'm actually not too big of a fan of Minecraft. I don't really like the game. The gameplay and the concept of it, it just doesn't really touch my fancy, if you know what I mean. I used to play this game all the time back a few years ago. I used to go to my friend's house, play on his computer. He'd be playing it on his Xbox, but man, I don't want to play this. I'd jump on his computer and I'd start playing it, But that was a few years ago. I'm not too much for the game anymore. I do like Terraria just because of the 2D side-scroller concept it has there, the 8-bit style, all that. Now that touches my fancy. But other than that, somebody actually did make a port, created their own homebrew of Minecraft for the actual Dreamcast console called Crafty. Now, the Dreamcast is actually one of my favorite consoles of all time, but sadly, this console actually did not get too much love when it was first released. I loved the fuck out of it when it was first released back when I was a kid. I probably don't remember it when it was first released, but probably whenever it was about to die off, I used to love this fucking thing. I used to play Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles, Sonic Adventure 2, Fur Fighters, shit, Silver, a whole bunch of other games too. I can't think of them right now. Virtua Tennis, yeah. I used to play the hell out of some Virtua Tennis on the Dreamcast. Yes, I did. I'm proud of it. I was a pro. But other than that, Minecraft is actually going to be called Crafty, and it's actually going to be a free download, and you can either do this by emulating it onto a Dreamcast emulator, or you can just burn this game onto a CD and actually play it on your Dreamcast console. Now, there's a little problem with actually burning your own games, pirating your own games, but this actually isn't really pirating. This is just downloading a free game. But actually pirating type of games and burning them onto CDs and playing them on your Dreamcast will actually eventually destroy your Dreamcast by making it not making it work properly, or just completely shut the damn thing down. So that is actually pretty bad, because I was actually watching a live stream last night of Alyssa White, Geek to Geek, and she actually featured fucking Dreamcast guy on there, and I was like, oh my god, I love Dreamcast guy. But he actually did say that at one part in the stream, he was all like, yeah, if you burn your CDs on, play them onto your Dreamcast will actually fry, not actually fry, but pretty much just shut down and just stop working at one point. A lot quicker than it would be just for you just be playing your regular Dreamcast games on the console. But other than that, Crafty was actually ported by a forum member from Game blah blah. Weird name for a website, I know. But before we actually get into details, I actually just want to say that Crafty was actually designed for a high-end Texas Instruments calculator, which is actually pretty insane if you think about it, because calculators, they are actually able to handle a few type of video games. Not actual video games, full-blown color and actually full-blown fucking video game controls, graphics, and everything like that. They're just able to handle like a base fucking video game. You can actually play Super Mario Brothers on these calculators that we used to get in our school, because one of our teachers said, you guys better not bring a calculator from home that has Super Mario Brothers programmed into it, because I used to work at this one school and the kids actually did that, and I was like, holy shit, you get Super Mario Brothers on these things? Oh damn! But yeah, but that's actually really amazing. Calculators can actually do that. But other than that, now actually the Dreamcast port won't actually have any type of music, but it will have just a little bit of sound effects, and along with that, there's actually going to be no enemies either, and it is just going to be creative mode. Now, for the general reason of that, I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, this is stupid, I don't want to play this anymore. I am totally not interested, if you guys are actually Minecraft fans, like big Minecraft fans. But the reasons why there is actually no music and actually very little sound effects in this game and no enemies is because it actually made the Dreamcast kind of slow down, used up way too much of the console's RAM, and it just made it drop so many frames that it was just pretty much impossible to play. Now think about this, if you have a creeper walking up on you and you're playing on your Dreamcast, you're having fun, the game's running at a smooth 30-60 frames per second, however much a freaking Dreamcast runs on frames. I don't get into that fucking type of system hardware stuff, but you're sitting there, you're playing it on the Dreamcast, you're making your awesome fucking mansion or whatever, creeper creeps up behind you, just explodes, and your whole house is just like partially gone, and it's like, think about how that Dreamcast feels. that Dreamcast is probably going to explode right then and there. You know, you're playing it, you know, your game on the screen just explodes. You're fucking, you know, your house is gone. Then, you know, 5 seconds later, you hear another big explosion. You're like, wait, hold up, I'm still alive though. I'm still playing my game. You look over at your Dreamcast and that thing's on fire. You look at your TV and you think it was just an illusion because there is actually no game on the TV now. You were just thinking things. But I don't know, man. It just got all types of fucked up. You know, just think about that. That would actually probably happen with the Dreamcast if you were actually playing with the Creeper on there. You know, Creeper actually comes up and blows your shit up. You're playing on Dreamcast, you know, other than that. But when actually the music was added, just the music itself was actually added to this port, there was actually major frame drops to the game, which actually proves the reason that it was actually unable to do that. This guy actually did try to put music into it. That's what he probably was going to do first, along with the sound effects. He's like, man, this ain't Minecraft. You can't put the music in there. Put the music in there and realize that the Dreamcast was just struggling to hold to play this game and everything like that. But so he had to take the music out, and if there's no music in the game, you pretty much assume that, hey, I can't put no AI or enemy in this game. So it's just going to have to be me, the blocks, and the world. But that still actually doesn't escape the fact that seeing Minecraft on the Dreamcast and actually seeing people actually still giving love to the Dreamcast to this day and actually making their own homebrews. Actually, if you guys don't believe this or not, Valve was actually going to make Half-Life originally for the Dreamcast. You know, I believe it was first going to be released on the Dreamcast and also the PC when they were first creating it. They were actually trying it out on the Dreamcast, but you know, the thing just really couldn't handle it, you know, and plus the Dreamcast was actually dying down at the time when they were making it late in the Dreamcast era. They were trying to build Half-Life for the Dreamcast, you know. Dreamcast was dying off, so they're like, we're having second thoughts on making this for the Dreamcast, you know. We're just going to release it on the PC, and later they're going to release it on the PlayStation 2 and also the original Xbox. I believe the original Xbox just got Half-Life 2 though. That is actually some pretty cool stuff to know. I think I found that on Did You Know or something like that. Like Did You Know Gaming or some shit like that. They feature a whole bunch of other cool, awesome YouTubers on there. But actually, this guy on here on the forums, one of the guys who actually did try out the game, actually did say that the controls are going to take a little bit of getting used to, but it is actually manageable after you actually get used to it. But the reasons why is because you're actually going to have to use the D-pad to actually walk around, you know, walk forwards, back up, side to side, and everything like that, you know. You're going to have to use the D-pad like that, and I'm assuming that you're actually going to have to use the analog stick to move your camera. You know, I watched the video, guy didn't say anything about what the analog stick was doing, you know, he didn't really say how you would look around, you know, move your camera. He probably did, but I didn't hear it. The volume was very, very low on my computer. But I'd assume that the analog stick is actually what you look around, because the A, B, X, and Y buttons, one of those are actually your action button. You know, you use one of those to jump. The triggers are probably to destroy and place down blocks and like that. But I'm not too sure about what all the other controls are and what they are for the game, because I actually haven't played this yet. I'm going to try to emulate it, but if I can't emulate it, I'm just going to say fuck it and not play it at all. I'm just going to watch some YouTube videos, something like that, on people actually playing it. But when you also actually press the start button, it actually brings up a whole menu with a whole bunch of different type of blocks and items that is available, like you know, doors, switches, grass, concrete, dirt, diamond ore, lantern, jack-o'-lantern, you know, everything like that. A whole bunch of different blocks and everything, you know, is actually available in this game. And you can actually use your action buttons to actually interact with the door, fucking switches. And you know, this one guy actually played the game and he pretty much just built a house in like 10, 20, 30 minutes or something like that. And he actually had a door, fireplace, chair, switch, bookshelves, everything like that. Pretty much everything in the Minecraft game, like anything you just practically throw in your house, you know, bookshelf, leather seat, some shit like that, whatever you want, chair, couch. I don't know what's all in Minecraft, but that is all pretty much in this game. You know, I'm gonna have pictures brought up throughout this whole video and everything like that. And there's actually water and also lava. And what is also cool about that, there is actually the water and lava effects on this game. So whenever you place like water or lava down like at top of the hill or something like that, that shit is actually going to come spreading all the way down from that hill, all the way down. You know, you place it in a flat ground, it's just going to fall completely down and just spread fucking everywhere, which is amazing to see that on the Dreamcast to me, because when I saw that, it just blew my fucking mind. I was like, wow. Everything else I was watching, I was like, man, this is pretty impressive, you know? I like it. But, you know, then I saw the water effect, I was like, oh, shit, the Dreamcast can do that! You know, they could do that, but they couldn't put no music or anything like that, but it's still absolutely amazing just to see that. And also, if you're one of those guys who are trying to, thinking, hey, I'm gonna get this, get on my Dreamcast, and I'm gonna, you know, capture some gameplay of it, you know, upload it to my YouTube, or maybe even do a live stream of it. If you are one of those guys, I'm gonna warn you right now, do not use an Elgato capture card, because you will actually have a bit of trouble actually using this capture card, using the Elgato capture card to record your gameplay for Crafty, the Dreamcast port for Minecraft. If you try to use your Elgato, it just will not work correctly. What won't work, I'm not too sure. Your gameplay probably won't pop up. It'll probably be very frame droppy, you know, in the record process, you know, in the video process. But because I was watching the YouTube video and the guy said, you know, my Elgato was not actually unavailable, so he had to use a S-video capture card or some type of USB module double type capture card. I'm not too familiar with capture cards. I don't really use them, never have used them. I just record gameplay straight from my computer. That's all I do. I am actually not too sure if this game will actually run on a Dreamcast emulator. There's actually no confirmation on that. I couldn't read that anywhere. I didn't say in the video, but everybody did say you can actually burn it onto a CD and play it on your Dreamcast. But like I said, it might actually ruin your Dreamcast. It won't ruin your cast immediately. Eventually, if you keep playing burned or pirated games like that. It's not pirated, it's just burned. It will actually eventually ruin your Dreamcast a lot quicker than it would be just for you just to regularly be playing your Dreamcast with regular games. But other than that, guys, like I said, I'm going to end off the video there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel like I'm worthy enough, you know, you feel like I'm worth your time. If this interests you, you know, hit that subscribe button. You know, don't forget the bell. And other than that, don't forget to put your thoughts and comments down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about this. You know, are you guys excited for a Minecraft port to be on the Dreamcast? If not, are you guys at least, you know, kind of stoked that the fucking Dreamcast can actually handle a Minecraft port? You guys cool? You guys excited that Dreamcast is still getting any type of love? You know, anything like that, put it down in the comment section below. But other than that, guys, hope you guys have a good day, night, afternoon, every time you guys are watching this. As always, keep it old school. I'll catch you guys in the next video later. And as always, thank you for watching.